3. This is the practical part, Excel and Access version B. Okay, so I am using a Mac, as you can notice. I am already connected in VPN, so go connect to serve, go to folder or connect to server. Go connect to server. Yes, I have prepared it before. I don't arrive at exam unprepared. Let's see. Okay. Why don't I see anything? Okay. Exam colletti. And here there is a long list of people. Well, since you will do the exam at university, it will be probably better for you to work directly on the network directory. I can't because, as you can see, it's terribly slow. So for me, I take everything, copy them here. Wait those 3-4 minutes. Okay, in the meantime, in sheet list, fill column N with the square root of balance whenever the natural logarithm of assets is larger than debts, and a dash otherwise. So you can open banks. Okay, make it larger. I'm wondering why does it open so small? Who can work? Okay. Equal if so if the natural logarithm, so ln, I will make it larger for you. Equal if ln of assets d d2 is larger than debts, so f2. In this case, I have to square root of balance e2, otherwise a dash. Okay. Oh, nothing happens. Can you see? This is the new effect of Mac for Excel for Mac. You have to go to formulas. Some of you have already noticed. Calculation option automatic. Why doesn't? But, okay, let's click. Okay, some are calculated, some are not. This gives me the error num. Why? Ah, because it's empty. Okay. Save. Fill column O with the first 5 characters of the name followed by a year equal concatenate left A2 5 and year it's in B2 if I remember. Yes, Banca 1974. Okay. Save. Sort the data by return, largest first, and then by year, smallest first. Data, sort by, my list has headers, return, add, then by year. So the largest return first and the smallest year first. Okay. Okay. Save. Save the sheet on a PDF file called banks.pdf. You don't need any particular formatting. So I don't care at all about the formatting. How can I save on a PDF on the Mac? Let's see what I remember. Save as. It's here. PDF. Wow. See. How many pages is it processing? in sheet dates, calculate the standard deviation expressed in number, the minimums, maximum, and averages of the two dates columns. So in sheet dates, so standard deviation equal I will make the sheet larger so you can see better, equal std dot this one, but why doesn't it exist anymore? Stdev. Every program has its own. Okay. 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 Fine. Okay. Fine. Save. In sheet scenario, fill in with appropriate formulas the two yellow cells. Okay, make it larger for you to see. Well, you don't need to be a genius to know what to do. And also here, a wonderful loss. Okay. And then set up a scenario manager with at least 3 scenarios and build a relative scenario summary sheet. Scenario manager. Okay, let's add scenario name starting, changing the cells. The cells to be changed are, this 3. This one is a formula, it's not a cell. Okay. Let's add another one, more quantity. Okay, with B1 20,000. And let's set up another one with less expenses. So B4. Okay. Done. Summary. Result cells are theoretically this one and this one. That's it. Fine. Now to make things, Command C, Command V, Command C, Command V. These 3 go away. These 2 go away. This gross margin and net income. I can write them manually. Okay, fine. Save. Okay. In sheet numbers, in column C, insert the values of columns A divided by D2, always D2, in sheet list. In column D, insert the values of column B divided by E2, always E2, in sheet list. Use the most appropriate partial absolute reference. So sheet numbers. Okay. In column C, okay, equal this one divided by list exclamation mark D2. Okay, now where do I have to put the dollars? For sure on the 2, and for sure not on the D, because then I'm planning to drag it to the right, where D will become E. But list D2 is, yes, oops, list D2 in this case is, oh, let's use C2. D3. Let's use D3. Okay. Okay, becomes E3. Okay. Protect the sheet, giving the user the possibility to change the values of the first column. So save. Okay, let me remind how can you protect on, okay, here. On Windows you have a wonderful allow user to edit ranges, which should click. On Mac instead you should select a range, right click, format cell, protection, and uncheck locked. This is what in Windows you do with the allow user to edit ranges menu. And now protect sheet password. E 4 times. Okay. Let's see. I can change this 44878. 44. Yes, I can change it. And I can't change this one. Okay. Save. Using the data from sheet list, build a pivot table to display the average returned by type and year. Insert. Where is the pivot table? Pivot table. Okay. By type and year. So I start with year in the column and type in the rows, and the average return is the sum. I want the average instead. Field settings, average. Okay. Well, as you can see, it's not user friendly because you have to scroll to the right to see everything. So I switch the year with the type. This is much more user friendly. Save. Build a VBA function called apply interest, which receives as input a capital C and the number of years T and the interest rate R, and calculates the compound interest. Ooh, I imagine you've done this 20 times. So let me remind how to go to the Visual Basic Editor. Alt F11. No, oops, wrong key. You see what happens when you don't do regular exercises? I don't want the system preferences. I want just to enter the Visual Basic Editor. Doesn't seem to. No. It's Alt F11. Why doesn't it obey? Ah, I don't want a sound effect. The Mac keyboard is really terrible. It's refusing to open the Visual Basic Editor. Let's go to sheet list. something's happening. Okay, finally. So let's see. Hola. Right click, insert module. Oh, it's not in the right place. Or probably yes. No, it's not in the right place. What did I do? I did a mess. This is what happens when you don't study. Insert module. Okay, let's write it here. The professor will be good anyway. So function apply interest C D R. Okay. If C is positive or 0, then apply interest is equal to C by 1 plus R to the power of T. Okay. Else, here I'm lazy and I copy. And if to by. Okay. Now, if R is negative, set it to 0 and want a user. So I must do this at the beginning, not at the end of the program, clearly. Otherwise, it's pointless to set it to 0. If R is negative, then so R equal to 0. Message box warning. R is negative. Set it. And if. Indentation is a little wrong. Okay. Save. Okay. This is what happens since I put the module in the wrong place. Okay. Now what I have to do? Let's try to recover it. This is something which can happen at Excel. So this is the, you see, funcres.xlam has nothing to do with my file. I want to view object browser. No, it's not this one. View project explorer. Hola. So right click. I must click on my file. Okay, now the module is in my file. You see, here it was another file, which is a system file. Okay, this one I can destroy it. Now I can save banks. No, I want to save it banks xlsm. Okay, in a new sheet, import all the data from tab delimited file abc.txt. So go back to the other file, if I can manage to do it. Okay, in a new sheet, data from text abc.txt. This is the new one. Delimited. No, it's the old one. Okay, pay attention, because if you use the new interface, I cannot guarantee that you will get what you want. It's tab delimited. The professor was so kind to tell us. Okay, fine. Save everything. And now shut down Excel. Okay. I copy back Excel. It's Excel XLSM. Maybe it should be somewhere. Here it is. Okay. I don't care about the others one. I didn't modify them. Just in case I copy back also to Excel .xlsx. Replace. Okay. Now I have to work on the database. So I have here Horizon. I suggest the people with a Mac to use the university computer, but I have here Horizon. Let's see how many years does it take to switch off access, switch on access. In the meantime, I have to create a query which lists the suppliers which have discontinued product. Display only the field company name. Well, seems easy. If access starts, obviously. Okay. So I don't open a blank database, obviously. Open other files. Browse. So you have the backslashes already here. Courses. Exam Coletti. Coletti Paolo. No. Enable content. I don't care. Okay. So create query design, suppliers, products, close. So I need the company name, but I need the suppliers which have discontinued products. Discontinued. So criteria, yes. Let's see first what happens if I switch to datasheet view. Okay. No, I don't show this one. Okay, this is the list. It is not required, but I will award a little extra the people who make this one, for example, appear only one time. The trick to make this one appear only one time is using a summary query to squeeze up everything. So, convert a summary query. It is not goodbye clearly, but it's where, and in this case, they will appear only one time. This was not required, however. Now I close the query and yes, I want to save as query 1. Yes, exactly. Okay. May I see the ribbon because it's really annoying not seeing the ribbon. No, I can't. Okay. Oh. Ah. Build a new table called payments with at least fields. Pay date, pay amount. Okay, so easy peasy. Create table design. Would you like an ID maybe? Also. Primary key. Pay date. Date. Pay amount. It's currency or number as you prefer. This one required and indexed. Required, yes. Indexed, yes. Duplicates, okay, obviously. And pay amount has the validation rule larger than 0 and validation text no, larger or equal to 0, by the way. Payment cannot be negative. Cannot be negative. Okay. Now I must set up all the other necessary fields, which means this one as primary key for sure. Then connect table payments to table orders with a many-to-one relation. Many sites on table payments. Well, since I have the many sites on table payments, I must have the foreign key here. So the order to which it refers to must be here. This will contain the order ID, obviously. Enable date integrity. Finish. Yes. Payments. Okay. Close. Let's take a look at the entire structure. Oh, payment doesn't appear as usual. Show all. Here it is. Fine. The payments. Okay, exam is over. I just close here. No, relationship then doesn't matter. I just shut down Access. Don't need to save the database. Database auto save. Okay. Can use it as auto save today at 1826. Okay, so don't reopen it. Especially don't reopen it from here because you are on the Mac. And don't overwrite with this one. Okay, exam is also over. Let's see whether I can shut down